Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Darrell Addison. I'm the founder and inventor of a growing concept called Torpedopot. Well, we make self-growing planters that have built-in irrigation systems that grow your food for you. All you do with the planter is put your seeds inside the planter, put your plants in the planter, turn that knob, plug up a little hose in the back, and you'll have food for the rest of your life. You don't have anything to worry about. Normally, the planters you see behind me, about 10 planters, we predictably grow 150 eggplants almost every year, guaranteed. How's that possible? Because Torpedopot takes the guesswork out of gardening. All of the overwatering and the underwatering and getting the right fertilizers and getting the right growing containers and tilling, all of that has been reduced to a science. Now we have an advanced irrigation system that's built into a Torpedopot that grows your food for you. And its design prevents all types of unwanted microbial elements from growing in the environment. And what do you get? Well, you get 150 eggplants every year. Now, yeah, this is small. I love my small eggplants. You know why I love them? Well, because that's where they're most tender. Towards the end of the year, for the other 100 that we expect to grow from this planter, well, I think about right now, about 100 will probably grow from this planter. Well, all of them will let grow really big because those are the ones that we're storing over the winter. But right now, I want young, tender ones. And trust me, I love young, tender eggplants. I think we have about a total of about 26 eggplants here right now. But, you know, the reason why I love my Torpedopot is because I'm guaranteed nutrition. I'm guaranteed to eat for the rest of my life from the food that I have. I don't have to rely on anybody. I don't have to go and get my food from the store. I don't even have to leave my house. I'm totally off the grid. All I do is throw my seeds and my plants in my Torpedopot and it grows my food for me. I don't have to do anything else. I want you to learn to do the same. Most of you have food bills that are in the thousands of dollars every year. Some people are spending between $12,000 to $20,000 in food. Dude, that's the price of a car. Why are you doing that to yourself? Why are you hurting yourself like that? Get a Torpedopot. Learn to grow your food with no human intervention. Let it grow by itself naturally so that you can eliminate that bill altogether. That $12,000 to $20,000 needs to go back into your pocket. That's the price of a car. I want you to truly understand what you're spending on your food. With Torpedopot, I've eliminated my food bill. I don't have the food bill that you have anymore. All I did was take my seeds and my plants. I put them in this planter. I turn that knob. I plug the little hose up in the back of the planter, and it grows my food faithfully every year, all of the time. I don't know how to tell you any other way, dude. If you want food, if you want healthy food, you must get a Torpedopot. I don't even have to be around when it grows. I took vacations and trips. I come back home, my food is ready to be eaten. I go straight from the garden to the table. You know, the sad part about all this is that a lot of you, well, you've got to toil in the garden. You got to turn the ground over. You've got to till. You've got to water. You got to weed. You got to do all that stuff, dude. Add fertilizers. You got to protect it from the animals, protect it from the birds. You go through all that stuff. Torpedopot is a self-contained gardening system. Well, all you do is put your seeds and your plants in that planter. You turn that knob, you plug up the little hose in the back, and it grows your food for you. I supplement with these once a week. I don't water. I don't feed. I only supplement the environment so that microbial environment can kick off and grow my food perfectly all of the time. I don't have a problem with my food. And it's so great. So good food. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. And that's why I trust with Torpedopot. A lot of you are suffering because you're using old agriculture methods to farm your food. I mean, think about it. Who takes seeds from the store? They buy them. They got to pay money for the seeds. And not all of them germinate. Then they go buy soil. Then they have to, when the soil is done, then they have to add more, bring more soil in. And then the seed is supposed to multiply. So from one seed, you're supposed to get hundreds of seeds, right? But it's a negative effect. You have to pay more money to grow more food because your seeds aren't delivering what it needs to deliver because the soil and the environment is not giving you its robustness so that your food can grow. Eliminate all of that. So every year you're going through the same process over and over again, buying soil, buying seeds, buying plants, buying food to supplement your diet. And nothing that you grow can feed you the whole year. Why would you invest in a system that cannot feed you year round? What type of gardening is that? I don't want anything to do with that. Get a torpedo pot. Learn to change the way you garden. You garden once. That's what I'm telling you. And then you take the seeds from this and you'll have it for the rest of your life. Why is that true? Well, one seed can bring forth hundreds of seeds. So all I have to do is take a couple of these and store them, and I'll have them for seeds for next year. The other 148, well, I can eat them and give them away to do what I choose to do. Oh, better yet, I can start my own factory where I'm creating baby food and so many other different formulas, because now I have an extreme amount of food. And food is allowed by the FDA on the marketplace, generally recognized as safe. Grow your food using your torpedo pot. Get the health that you need to have for your body. Those packaged containers that you're doing, they'll never add. All of the food that you're getting in those packaged containers, whether it be medicine or whatever, they started out like this, in a torpedo pot. When you put your seeds in your plants, it grows this for you. You don't need packaging. You don't need delivery. You don't need to hose gases on to deliver trucks and burning gas and fumes and developing all of this carbon that can't be broken down by the available environment. Get yourself a torpedo pot. Grow your food the way it was supposed to be grown, healthy and natural the way it's supposed to be. And we'll do that for you. And so it's just the beginning of my season here. As you can see, I picked my small ones as well as my big ones, because my small ones, they're so tender, I'm going to carry them in the kitchen and I'm going to eat them directly. They're going directly into my meal. Shave them down, and I'll have this for breakfast this morning. More importantly, the people that I eat with will have for breakfast also. But this is what it's about. These are torpedo pots. These are self-growing planters that grow your food with no human intervention. I don't have a problem with food. I haven't went out and brought to the supermarket in a long time. I might go and get once in here or there, but my produce, why? My produce is more healthy than what's in the supermarket. I don't have any synthetic chemicals in my food. I have healthy food in front of me, dude. The minute I leave out and go to the supermarket or go to a store to buy food, I've degraded my health level considerably. Why would I want to do that? I go have fun, we go out and have feed, I like snacks, I still like sweets and stuff like that. But I want to make sure, guarantee that I have healthy food in the background in my life. So if I need to switch over and to have something healthy the next morning because of some food that I've eaten, I can do that with my torpedo pot, because it supplies me of volumes of food that no one else can do. So all I do is go in the back there, grab my eggplants, and I eat them and I have a ball. I'm going to go now and grab about 150 peppers that we're growing right now, about 1,000 or 2,000 peppers we're putting together. And I'll do a video of that. We'll put both of these planters together so you can see what we're growing, so you can understand how torpedo pot grows. Now, you're going to see a lot of gardening shows, and they're going to promise you the world. They're going to tell you to go organically, this is the type of soil you need, this is the type of decomposition you need. They're going to tell you all of this stuff, but very few are going to show you this. Listen, with torpedo pot, all you do is put your seeds and your plants in that planter. It grows your food for you. If you do not see a bounty like this after a garden harvest that somebody's telling you what you should do, then you need to turn the channel, because you're wasting your time. I don't want you to sit back and say, hey, listen, this is all beautiful. It's so luxurious to see all that beautiful gardening, all those greenery and stuff like that, and nobody's producing food. Why are you gardening? If you don't have food, why are you gardening? If it isn't producing you more seeds carrying you into the next 10 years, why are you gardening? Why are you spending that money on growing containers and growing systems that don't deliver? And you do it year after year after year. Why? Why are you doing that? Stop it. Stop it. Get a torpedo pot. Learn to grow your food. You turn that knob, you put your seeds in, your soil in, your dirt in, you turn that knob, put a hose in the back, and what you do is that we have a plumbing system built in. So you can hook up hundreds, if not thousands, of torpedo pots from one spigot. And you can grow as much food as you like. torpedopot.com. Check out our technology, and you will be amazed at what you can get from your garden. It's a whole new different world. We don't have scarcity. You're running scarcity in your garden. Everything is based upon, I hope, please grow, please. I pray you can grow. I pray, not with Torpedopot. You put your seeds in, you put your plants in, and you're almost guaranteed food coming out of your Torpedopot. Guaranteed. We took all of the elements in that garden, we've eliminated every bad thing and created all of the designs of all the good things in this Torpedopot, to guarantee that your food will grow consistently year after year after year. Get a Torpedopot. Learn to grow your food. Get off the grid. Develop and feed your family. And have a ball. All right, I gotta go pick my peppers now. This is my eggplants. I've got a lot more to pick with my eggplants, but I'm not going to. I want them to grow a little bit bigger. I'm gonna store these, and these will go directly in my fridge. And the early ones, the smaller ones, will go directly in my stomach, and I'm gonna use them in the spaghetti and the soup. What I do is that I use my tomatoes, the eggplants, and I crush them down with my peppers, and I crush them down with my my okra, and I just have a great time, man. My squash, and I just mix it all in a great soup, and I drink it. And it's the most healthiest, purest thing you could do. I tell my clients all the time, a lot of them says, well, Daryl, I eat healthy, I take care of my body, I exercise. Exercise is very important, guys, by the way. And I do all these great things. And I look up and I ask them, I say, well, see, what's that in your hand? That's water. Oh, do you realize that most of us are drinking water that has no nutrition in it? Deionized water, distilled water. Do you think that's any nutrition in it? Do you think that's natural water? Of course not. Anything you see in the package, I want you to learn to avoid. The water you're going to get out of your fruit and vegetables are the purest thing right now that you have in your environment. Anything that's bottled, stay away from. Get natural water out of your fruits and vegetables. They go through a process of pulling that water up through the root system and forcing it into fruits to form like this under a lot of pressure, so that it can feed you and provide you with nutrients. If you're not getting nutrients from a natural source, then dude, you're not getting nutrients like you should be getting them. You're getting deficient nutrients. Get off the bottle, get off the package, get off all this stuff, and learn to develop your own food system. Daryl Addison, Torpedopot.com. Naturally, where the roots are sucking up all of those minerals. They're going into the fruit, which is going down into your mouth. Torpedopot grows food with no human intervention. All you do is put your seeds and your plants in that planter. This is a small one. There's the bigger versions back there that are growing 150 eggplants in just 10 feet. Put your seeds and your plants in that planter, and it grows your food for you. You'll never have a problem with getting food in your life. All right, I got to pick about 100. I'm going to try to do about 150 peppers this time around. I picked about 150 last time, 150, 175. Now I'm going to pick about another 150. My gosh, it's like every week I pick them just to get them off the vine and get them going. Again, if you don't see this vine of food somewhere, then you need to get a Torpedopot. If your gardening is not producing like this, then, I hate to say this, guys, but you're lying to yourself. You're hoping and praying that will grow. You want God to intervene in your garden and make it grow and develop, when the chemicals that you're using are not ungodly. The soil is polluted. The water is polluted. All of these things are destroying your environment, and you want now God to help you? Help yourself. Learn to develop techniques that will carry your garden into a whole new different age. When I sit down and some people pray over their food, thank God for the food, I wonder, should I be thankful for the food that's before me? Because a lot of it is produced genetically. It's not a real food. Reconsider what you're doing with your food and reestablish your food supply. Get a Torpedopot. You put your seeds and your plants in that planter, and it grows your food for you. You don't have to grow your food anymore. You get to free up your time, take your vacations, you get to go to work, but when you come back home, your food better be ready. That's what I have right here. My food is ready for me all the time. Why? Because I grow it in a Torpedopot. I love my food. And that's what I want to do. I want you to teach you how to love your food. Love your food. Love your food. Because your food does love you. It provides you with nutrients that you can't get anywhere else in the world. Just imagine, no other place in the world. Food. It's not coming from outer space. It's coming from here, in the ground, in a Torpedopot. And the more healthy environment that you create for this, the greater amount of food that it's going to give you. Darryl Addison, Torpedopot.com. Where all you do is put your seeds and your plants in this planter. It grows your food for you. You can predict your food supply for the next 15 years. Get a torpedo pot. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. I love my torpedo pot. Isn't that amazing? I love that. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.